You're not elite. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Strong Female Athlete Podcast. I have made it. Oh my goodness, I just got done 3 hours out on the field in the heat of Florida. It was like 90 degrees plus humidity. Oh, I was just standing there and I was sweating a ton, and I can't even imagine what my girls were going through because they were running their sprints, they were doing their speed endurance. We were timing today as well, so it was a hot one for them. I'm just happy to be inside in the air conditioning, so don't mind me. I'm a little bit sweaty right now. I try to not look too disheveled for this solo episode, but I wanted to hop on here real quick, and man, it's been a crazy day. I have remote calls right after this, and this is just real life right now, but I really wanted to record a podcast because this is such an important topic that keeps coming up time and time again. And it's adults or coaches telling athletes they're elite, or clubs having these elite U9 teams, or constantly telling kids that they're the best, they're the top, they're the fastest, they're the most skilled. And yes, we should celebrate our young athletes' strengths. I'm not saying we shouldn't. We should absolutely let young athletes know what they're strong at, but we should also be realistic with them. Hey, you're strong in this, but the next level you want to play at, whether it's in high school or a better club team or in college or in pro, there is always room for improvement. So even if a young athlete might be the most skilled on their team at age 10, that doesn't mean settle. That doesn't mean get complacent. Keep refining those skills, keep improving, keep growing in your craft. And this podcast is all about not getting complacent. And I want to come back to my college soccer career at Johns Hopkins University. And I was always one of those soccer players that was always competitive, was always hungry, always wanted to improve and just see what my potential was. I never felt I truly peaked, I guess, until about my senior year of college, which I feel was the perfect time to reach my peak in my career and kind of go out of college soccer with a bang, and then go on to play in Brazil and also in the WPSL when I graduated. But when I was a freshman at Hopkins, I started all the games in the regular season. I fought for my starting position, and I had a really amazing debut season, and I ended up being the leading goal scorer my freshman season. I ended up being the team MVP and then was voted the offensive MVP. I made the all-conference team as a freshman. So I had an incredible first season. But then after that season, I remember our coach, he sent an email to all of us telling us who was coming in next year for the freshman class. And I remember it was this long email listing, I think there were 9 freshmen coming in, and he was talking about their achievements and their positions. And I remember seeing one girl on there. She played left midfield, just like me. She was a little bit taller than me. He gave their height, like she was like 5'9". And I'm like, oh my gosh, like she's taller than me. She might be faster than me. Oh my gosh, there's a freshman coming in. She might take my position. Even though I had such a good freshman season, I still wanted to keep improving for the next year. And when I saw that list of freshmen coming in, I was like, okay, it's time to level up even more. Scratch all the accolades I just got, scratch that I was the leading goal scorer, scratch that I was MVP and started every game. I'm going to go into sophomore year still earning my starting position. That's how competitive I was. I never got complacent, even though, like, looking on paper, I was the best offensive player. I was the leading goal scorer on the team. So on paper, yeah, I might have been the quote unquote best that season, but that didn't mean I just coasted and got lazy and got entitled and said, well, I'm the best. I don't need to improve. I'm good. I'm the fastest. I'm the most skilled. I'm the leading scorer. I'm this, I'm that. I never had that mindset. And my sophomore year, I remember summer training, I still did my speed, strength, and conditioning. I was like, you know what? Speed is one of my strengths, but can I get even faster?
Hey guys, just want to take a quick moment to shout out our sponsor, Simply Faster, and one of my favorite speed timing systems from them, the Freelap. I use it for my own sprint training as well as for my athletes, and they love it. It's super easy to set up, you can take it to the field on your own, and you can get accurate speed times to track your progress. Check the Freelap link in the caption below to start adding timing into your speed sessions. If you know me, you know I love my Freelap. If you're serious about speed, it's time to start timing.
Yes, baby, I can get even faster. Let's freaking go. I was not going to let this chick take my starting position at left midfield. But ironically, it was funny. Her and I actually ended up being best friends. She came to my wedding too. We still talk today. And she ended up actually playing left defense behind me. And we ended up being this incredible team. And we always said, oh, left side is the strong side. And we had this inside joke, left side, strong side. So it ended up working out. But I think the fact that I knew who was coming in, it brought out that competitive fire in me. And I never felt entitled to my starting positions on the teams that I was on. Even early in my high school career, on my club team when I was growing up, I always, no matter what, wanted to earn my spot, wanted to work for it. And there were even times in high school and on my club team when I was in middle school, when I was a teenager, like there were times I didn't start. There were some games I was like, wait, why am I not starting? But I still fought for it. I never crap talked the other girl. I never made excuses. I never complained. I just was like, you know what? Coach made a decision and doesn't see me as valuable right now as the girl starting over me. So I'm just going to keep working at it. I'm going to keep doing my wall ball and my skill work on my own. I'm going to keep seeing my speed, strength, and conditioning coach. I'm going to keep playing pickup soccer so I become more creative and think better and think faster on the field. So I just kept refining my craft. This doesn't just apply to sports for our young athletes. I think we are teaching them a bigger life lesson that look, even out in the real world, when you get a job, you own your own business or you work for someone else, like you're going to show up some days and you're not going to be the best. You might feel like a complete failure or you might get turned down. You might not get that promotion. So you have to know how to come back stronger and how to work for it. I think it's so dangerous when we tell our young athletes, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best, you're the fastest, you don't need to work on this. Like you're already good in that arena. It's like, no, like everyone can continue to improve. And I was inspired to give this talk because I also was having a conversation a couple months ago with a dad who was telling me that his daughter didn't need the speed portion of my program. He was like, no, we just need the strength portion. And I'm like, well, my program is holistic. We work on every aspect of sport performance. And yeah, maybe your daughter is fast at age 15. Maybe she is the fastest on her team, but if she has goals to play Division 1 soccer, which she does, then everyone's fast at that level. So just because you're the fastest on your U15 club team doesn't mean you stop working on speed, because at that next level in college, everyone's going to be fast. There's going to be people faster than you. I can 1000% guarantee that. So even if you have a strength in something and you feel like you don't really need to work on it or improve it, then that's when you stop growing. That's when you eventually get older into high school and college and you plateau. And then everyone else just surpasses you because they didn't have this cocky mindset like you did. They didn't have this complacent attitude like you did. So stop. And if you're a parent listening, please share this video with your daughters because they need to hear this. This message is extremely important. Imagine if I told you guys, I'm the best performance coach for female athletes. You guys would be like, what? Like you would look at me like I have 10 heads. And no, I don't think that at all. I actually think there are tons of other coaches smarter than me. I mean, I've had them all on my podcast, which is why I have them on, because selfishly, I want to continue to learn. I want to continue to grow. Again, everyone can always improve. And I've been doing this for 13 years. And when I look back on year one of coaching, oh my gosh, there's so many things I've scratched from my program that I do not do anymore. I look back and I'm like, why did I do that? Like, why were we doing that exercise? Why were we doing this drill? Like, and I just don't do it anymore. But imagine if in year one I was entitled and was like, I'm the best coach and I never improved my methods or I never stayed up to date with the research. You guys would think I'm a prick. You guys would think I'm lazy. You guys would think I'm complacent. So if we're telling our young athletes that they're the best or the fastest or the most skilled, then we're really holding them back because we're not encouraging improvement. We're enabling laziness, entitlement, feeling arrogant or cocky. It's just really damaging for our young athletes. And I will even say, now that I'm in year 13 of coaching, I still humble myself every single day. And I've been doing this for a while, but then I also recognize there's still a lot I don't know because research is moving so fast. There's always something new to learn for high performance training. It's insane. I'm 35 years old and I have colleagues who have been doing this way longer than me. So, no, I'm not the best at this, obviously. I have so many other people I look up to that I want to learn from. But again, I think it's just that message of continuing to improve. Even if you feel like you have something down, you're good at your craft, you can always learn something new. You can always raise the ceiling on your speed. You can always put on more muscle mass and get stronger. You can always dial in your nutrition a little bit better or recover a little bit harder. So, this was a short episode today, but if there's someone you feel who needs to hear this message, please share it with them. It is so important that we don't enable our young athletes to be entitled and to think that they're holier than everyone else or above everyone else. It's so toxic and it's going to carry over into the real world and they're going to have that same entitled attitude in the workplace and in business or in coaching if they get into coaching, and that is not good. We want to raise the next generation to be resilient, to be warriors, to be fighters, and to continue to better themselves as athletes and as humans. So, thank you guys for listening. And I just want to drop my Female Athlete High Performance book in the caption below because I talk about these life lessons and the mental side of performance and the attitude that you need to have, that warrior spirit girls need to have. My book is divided actually into two portions. There's the physical half of the book and then the mental half of the book that talks about a lot of these concepts in depth. So I'm not going to lie, a lot of the chapters will leave you feeling really pumped up and ready to go. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And if not, please share this episode with someone who you think needs to hear this message, whether it's a young athlete or a parent who might be enabling their athlete and constantly telling them they're perfect or the best. Please share it with these people because they need to hear it. Well, thank you guys for listening, and I will see you next time.